Maybe we got to.
Our comments have exploded through the roof. So there you go.
Good afternoon, Lancaster. This is Lancaster Connects. It's 2:00. It's Monday afternoon. You know it's Lancaster Connects time. Lancaster Connects is a show about great people, having conversations with great people, doing great things in the Lancaster community. And that's exactly what we're going to do today. I am joined in the studio by two pillars of the Lancaster community, the downtown Lancaster community. On my left here, your screen's right, we've got Andy Sedora. Andy, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me. It's a very loose definition of the word pillar, but appreciate it.
You are taller than me, so I think
Well,
pillar applies.
All right. In that regard, I'll take it.
And to my right, we have Jeff Emrich. I get that right?
Yep, that's right. Yep.
Welcome to the
thanks
show.
for having us. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very
So
much looking forward to it.
So Jeff and Andy represent Vantus Wealth. We're going to get into what Vantus Wealth is in just a moment. But thank you guys for being here. This is exciting. I've known Andy for quite some time, part of a referral group that we've been part of.
Yeah.
And we play basketball together.
Yeah.
Trying to get you to play basketball again more. You're quite good.
Well, you're too good. I don't like playing against guys better than me. Ben.
Yeah, that's. I thank you, but I don't think that that's true.
Well, depends on the day.
That's right. That's right. So we're going to dig into what Vantus Wealth does. Just a few housekeeping things here to get started. Obviously, Jeff is not here with us today. He is on vacation with his family down in Puerto Rico, hopefully enjoying some sunshine and 70 to 80 degree weather. It's kind of the opposite of what we got going on,
To
here.
say the least. Yeah.
Although I heard one of our guys, Drew, said there's going to be a heat wave towards the end of this week, like 30 and 40 degree weather, which is like,
It's going to feel
like
great.
get out the shorts and t-shirts, right?
Sign me up.
There we go.
Be
There we
grilling.
go. So Jeff, hope you're having a great time down there in Puerto Rico. We kick off the show with a mattress tip. We run this podcast through our Gardener's Mattress and More business, obviously a mattress retail store. We help people sleep better every day. And normally Jeff does the mattress tip. I'm going to take it slightly different direction here. Maybe not so much a mattress tip as a relationship tip, or maybe not relationship tip, but a relationship suggestion. It's Valentine's Day week. I don't know if you're the type of person that gets your significant other a Valentine's Day gift, but an awesome Valentine's Day gift would be an incredible set of sheets. This is not a set of sheets. This is just a pillowcase. Not enough space to bring a set of sheets in here, but we have some really, really nice bamboo sheets. Feel these. Just feel that.
Oh, my.
Super soft, super comfortable. They're luxurious sheets. They have corner protectors so they stay on. They're not going to pop off. But bamboo helps keep you cool at night, kind of helps dissipate the heat, naturally wicks moisture away from your body, helps you sleep drier and cooler. So if your significant other would like an amazing night of sleep, an inexpensive way to do that for Valentine's Day would be a great set of sheets, either from Caroloa or Dream Fit, two of our premier sheet vendors here at Gardeners.
Put me down for a king size. Hopefully my wife's not watching.
Yeah.
There you
Well,
go.
surprise.
Yeah, right.
She can know. It's no big deal.
No.
Yeah.
It's no big deal.
We'll take two.
There you go. Two for deal. There we go. Bunch of different colors, some nice solid color options there. So that's our mattress tip here. If we can help you sleep better, just come to Gardeners Mattress and More, 830 Plaza Boulevard, right behind Park City Mall. 16 time in a row favorite mattress store here in Lancaster County. Will help you sleep better, whether it's a new set of sheets, new mattress, new pillow. Actually, pillows make great Valentine's Day gifts too. So
Yeah.
keep that in mind. All right. Wheel spin time. I don't know which one of you guys wants to spin the wheel. We talked about a pre-show. You can do it. You can both do it.
On three?
Yeah, I think it's
Three.
So hold up. I gotta say what the wheel spin is.
Oh,
If
all right.
the watchers of Lancaster Connects know what the wheel spin is, but free gift for the watchers and listeners of Lancaster Connects for this week. All you got to do is come in, mention the free gift, and well, you get the free gift. Sometimes it's some merchandise, sometimes it's a discount, sometimes it's a free massage. So when you guys are ready,
Any chance it's a free bed set?
I don't think it's a set of sheets. We'll see. We'll see. There's a lot of options on the wheel there. So when you guys are ready, you can say spin that
All
wheel.
right.
You ready?
3,
Oh, here we
2,
go.
1.
Spin that wheel.
Wow. Oh my gosh.
Look at that.
That
We
was
didn't even
perfect
rehearse
unison.
That was.
I can see why you're great business partners. Oh, look at that. We haven't had this one in a while. So $25 donation in your name with any purchase at Gardner's Mattress and More to OTS, which is Off the Streets. We donate mattresses to Off the Streets monthly.
Great.
Oh, nice.
So if you come in this week, make a purchase at Gardner's Mattress and More. It could be anything, pillows, set of sheets for Valentine's
Look at
Day.
that.
Could be a mattress.
Wow.
We will make a donation in your name to Off the Streets Lancaster, who help people get out of homelessness and into homes, furnished homes. Great organization, great people there. So
That's
all you
incredible.
got to do is come in and mention that you saw it on Lancaster Connects. Thank you, guys.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah,
That was great.
It was a great spin, Jeff.
that was. Good job. Ian.
All right, so let's dig into Vantus Wealth a little bit. For listeners who might not know who Vantus Wealth is, who are you? What do you
Yeah.
do?
Jeff, go ahead.
Yeah, good question. We actually just launched the firm in August. As far as the new branding goes, we were formerly Liberty Financial Strategies, and we were in town for about 31 years.
Wow.
Is that right?
Okay.
Yeah.
You were right
Uh,
off of Fruitville Pike, I think?
We were,
Yeah.
Foxshire Drive, right off of Fruitville Pike. And the original founder is Wes Carr. He has been in town and been in business very, very long time. And we came up with the idea about a year and a half or so ago to launch our own firm and go 100% independent. We were with MML Investor Services before, Mass Mutual, and we thought it was the right time to start our own firm. So that's how Vantus Wealth kind of came to life. And August 4th was our launch date. So we are now moved to a new location, which is beautiful. It's 415 North Prince Street, and right next to 401 Prime.
Oh, can't beat that.
Yeah. It's it hasn't been good for our health. I don't know. Well, just we've been there too much. Yeah.
Our livers, our
Yeah.
waistline, budget.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But beautiful office space. And so, yeah, we're very, very proud to have our own independent firm now and be a part of the community even deeper now that we own real estate
That's awesome.
in the Lancaster city. We've got 2 floors there, the second and third floor, currently leasing out some of the space. And but yeah, we've got 5 advisors. We have 9 staff right now, so a team of 14. And yeah, now how much more in depth you want me to go with it?
Yeah, I didn't realize you guys were around for 31 years.
So Wes is our founding partner. So
Yep.
when all of us got into the business, you get in, for better or worse, as lone wolves. But the business is kind of morphed towards more teaming concepts.
Mm.
So Wes and I teamed up originally in 2015. And then Jeff joined officially on our team in 2017. Clinton joined us, Clinton Simmons, in 2020, right around COVID. And then Paul Brummel, he joined us around 2023, if memory serves me
Okay.
correctly.
Yeah.
Mm.
So we've had a ton of moving parts over the last 5-6 years. It's been a crazy ride.
Yeah.
Where does the name Vantus come from?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the short story is it originates from vantage point. So
Okay, yep,
Vantage.
yep.
And
I know what that word means.
yeah. So I think it's very impressive you do.
Thank you. Thank you.
But the when you're doing planning for somebody or you're looking at their situation, we feel like something that we try to do in every situation is zoom out and look at it from a very specific vantage point rather than just siloing in on one situation or one part of somebody's plan. So when we were going through the branding process and the marketing team we were talking to, they said, well, that seems to be really like a part of what you do and how you live and how you work with people. So that should be a part of the name, right? To portray the message that we want to see the whole picture. And then we love to tie other professionals and other people in the life into the planning process. So whether or not it's your attorney or it's your accountant or it's, somebody that works with you in your finances. So we connect the people. So us is the idea that we connect everybody. So Vantus kind of came to life that way.
That's cool.
Yeah, we went through a million iterations from.
I'm sure.
You have no idea how difficult it is to name a financial firm that has not been taken.
Yeah,
Right.
Already.
Absolutely.
I mean, we had some crazy things where we were certain, nope, this is original. Nobody has it. You do a Google search.
Yeah,
There.
10 of them already out there within 20 minutes away. It's like, oh my gosh, this is more challenging than I expected.
Yeah,
I like the name. I think it's really, really cool and unique. I'd never heard it before. So
Well, thank you.
I'm not Google, but
Yeah,
Well,
we are the only ones in the country. Yeah,
that's awesome.
yeah,
That's
which is
very
pretty
cool.
Yeah.
At a really, really high level, what is it that you guys do?
Yeah, so we work with a lot of closely held family-owned businesses. That's probably our main focal point. But then out of that, we work with the families that are involved. The owners of the businesses, their spouses. A lot of times, we'll bleed into their kids and work with their personal retirement planning as well. There's so many different things that business owners have to take into account when it comes to their finances. And one of the biggest challenges is how do you separate your personal finances from your business and keep them siloed appropriately. So, we love doing that. And a lot of times that bleeds into the personal financial planning. Along those lines, we've also picked up a niche where we work with, fairly decent amount of physicians. I know Jeff is a market, literally we were joking before we got on about being a little nationwide.
Right.
But Jeff has gone, literally across the country.
Wow.
Meeting with resident physicians and helping them get set up coming out of med school, how to best tackle their student loans and get set up on proper financial footing. So, yeah,
that makes sense because I know as a business owner, you get so into what you do and so focused on what you do, and you make some money, and then it's like the financial side is kind of a mystery if you don't have that education or background. So that's where you guys kind of step in and help provide sound advice for business owners.
Yep.
Yeah.
Certainly try.
Yeah, it's tough. It's at some point you pick your head up and you actually have a surplus of income, as a business owner.
Yeah, right.
And you're like, well, geez, what do I do with it? Do I reinvest in the business? Do I hire more people? But at some point you've got to expand your wealth outside of the business, because at some point you want to retire, right? So
it's usually the goal.
Usually, right? Yeah. Or you're going to pass the business on to the next generation, but you got to take your business asset and turn it into a retirement income at some point, so getting prepared for that and us having the conversations with them about how do you do that? Reinvesting in the business is obviously really important,
right?
And that's going to be your highest return, but at some point, most business owners want to diversify and get access to other assets like traditional stock market-based investments. How do you protect your employees, things of that nature. So that's where we come into play, is we help them put a plan in place to say, what do we do with this surplus? And then how do we protect ourselves and the company?
Right.
Yeah. One of the biggest challenges we find a lot of our business owners come across is you don't want to go into retirement where your primary asset is your business, because then you're at the mercy of the markets when it comes time to sell that business.
Okay, wow.
Right. So to diversify in that lead up to that, so that when that time comes, if the value of your particular business happens to be down, you're not completely down with it. So, the old adage, don't put all your eggs in one basket. It's the same thing when it comes to business owners outside of just that business.
Right.
Yep.
Right. Cool. Well, that gives me a great idea. I think our listeners an idea of what you guys do. You guys describe yourself as fiduciaries. In simple terms, what does that mean for people and organizations that you serve?
Yeah. At a base level, it just means that any recommendation that we put in place has to be in the client's best interest, not in our best interest. So it is a legal responsibility to our clients to make sure that we're recommending anything that's in their best interest and not ours. So it used to be, back in the day, financial advisors would only get compensated from a commission basis. So they would have to sell you something, whether or not it was an insurance policy or an investment solution. And that's the only way they'd get paid. And then the Obama administration came out with this best interest contract, basically saying, hey, it's got to be in the client's best interest, not in yours. But the fiduciary standard is even a higher level that says all the advice and anything you recommend is in the client's best interest. Okay. You would think that comes standard, but it doesn't entirely.
Yeah. So you guys operate differently than a standard brokerage firm. What makes your approach unique?
Well, Jeff mentioned it earlier. We whenever possible, we want to try to get the other advisors at the table, right?
Mm.
So the attorneys, the CPA, especially when you're operating in the business realm, because all those things tie so closely together.
Right.
You know, especially, you know, a lot of our business owners will own the real estate as well, and there's just so many different layers to that. You know, we are very good at looking at it from our perspective as financial advisors, but then, you know, the attorneys will look at it from, you know, the same challenge through a different perspective. Same with the CPAs, right? So we really, whenever possible, we're trying to bring everybody to the table to get everybody's perspective for the clients and benefit.
That makes sense.
Yeah, it's when we come across other clients that maybe we don't work with right now, you know, you hear like comprehensive wealth management, or I'm a financial advisor. I do work with a lot of physicians. It's kind of like somebody saying, "Hey, I'm a doctor," and like all doctors are the same. It is not the same. Obviously, you know that. You know, so for us, I think a lot of people will say, "Hey, we do comprehensive planning. We connect the people in your life." But we see it all the time that it just doesn't happen, you know, where a client will just have a specific product, or maybe they're just had one recommendation. I think what makes us different is we live it. I mean, with all of our clients, I think any client you talk to, I mean, we are talking about their investments and their cash flow, and how do we just make sure that their life is, you know, less stress, right? So they can just care about what they do and not care about their money. Right. So I think we actually live it, you know.
Yeah.
I think our clients would say the same.
Yeah. So if we have business owners out there listening and watching, how do they get started with you guys? Like what is the first, second, and third steps to getting started with you guys?
You know, it's really just a conversation.
Okay.
You know, we want to sit down, we want to get to know the clients, we want to, you know, hear what their goals are, what their challenges are, what their, you know, what they think they're really good at in this realm, what they think they can have some help with, you know, having that robust conversation to kind of figure out where they're at, where they ultimately want to go. You know, so starting off with that, and then as soon as possible tying in these other professionals where it makes sense.
Yep.
Helps a ton.
Yeah, the process always starts that way, because they have to figure out if they like us, we like them, and if they have any problems, you know. And usually they get referred to us. It's very rare, you know, somebody just kind of walks in the door. It does happen sometimes, but yeah, the conversation, if there is a gap or there's a need or there's something going on in their life that we discover, you know, then it goes to the next step where it's more kind of data, fact finding, figuring out their situation, and then really figuring out where they want to go, you know. So if it's, I want to sell the business at 50 and I want to, you know, sell off into the sunset, or I want to pass the business on to the next generation, you know, then we put a plan in place to try to help them get get where they want to go.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
It usually takes 3 or 4 meetings to just get things kind of moving.
I tell clients all the time, you know, in the next few weeks, they're going to be sick of me and my team, right? Because there's so much contact early on, but then once the plans are kind of up and running, you know, we revisit them regularly as often as needed. But, you know, those first couple months are typically meeting intensive, you know, finding out where they're at, what they need to accomplish, and getting everything buttoned up.
And then on an ongoing basis, how often do you need to meet with clients?
So our requirement internally is bare minimum once a year. Right? We're
Okay.
not interested in just transactional based clients, right? So that being said, as somebody's approaching retirement, whether they're business owners or non-business owners, there's a lot of questions that pop up. So we will absolutely meet with clients as often as they need to feel comfortable that they're going into the next stage of life, whatever that might be, fully prepared and ready to tackle it head on.
What are some life events that people go through that happen where they should contact you? Like, let's say they're a client of yours, and, you know, obviously things happen throughout life. Like, what are some of those events that you guys should really get involved with?
Yeah. So you're saying already a client?
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. A lot of stuff happens. You know, some stuff this year, if we have W-2 employees that are getting bonuses, you know, so cash infusions is a big one. You know, so what do we do with it? Do we pay off debt? Do we invest it? Do we look at maxing out your retirement plan? Do we look at giving it away if that's something important to them?
Right.
So yeah, cash infusions, obviously like the bad stuff, right? Death in the family, you know, parent is going into a nursing home. How do we have, you know, how do we do that? Right. How do we maybe protect assets? Older parents too. I mean, that's one I feel like we're talking about a lot right now. So mom and dad are getting older. They've got some assets that they haven't spent down. They want to protect it from the nursing home potentially. Is that something that we could help them with or coordinate with an attorney? Marriage, right?
Divorces,
Divorces,
right?
Right.
I mean, that's the nice thing.
Yeah.
Meeting with clients with that fiduciary standard. I mean, we have to have those conversations at least once a year. But when we're meeting with clients once a year, twice a year, quarterly, whatever it might be, those conversations are going to be brought up naturally. Oh, you're taking a new job. You know, that leaves opportunities in terms of what they should do with their old 401k, right? Purchasing homes, having kids, right? Families getting bigger, college. You know, I'm living that right now. My oldest just graduated college. I got one on our way, and another one coming up the ranks. So I learned a ton going through that personally, for sure. So
I got to imagine that I mean, going through it yourself, that expertise helps your clients immensely.
It makes it so much more real.
Yeah.
Right. We can read the books, we can listen to the podcast, we can do all that stuff in terms of, you know, what college planning, for example, looks like. But until you actually are sitting there with the fast food, they're my oldest boys on my left, looking at Gabe is on the right. He just graduated from Penn State. He actually works for us.
Yeah, that's cool. Yep.
He's been working with us for 2.5 years now, and he's full time, still up there, living there. He's paying rent through this semester though, so he's up there enjoying it.
Yeah, there you go.
Last
there you
semester,
go.
if you
would. Awesome.
And then Joe on my right, left on the screen, he's at Westchester right now. Also works a couple hours a week for us, helping prepare
that's
reviews
cool.
and whatnot.
It's bringing on the new generation.
Yeah. Yep. So
very cool.
My girls, Chris, are going to be upset that they didn't make the cut, but that's okay.
Chris can find them. That's funny.
Great.
What are some common financial challenges organizations face? Businesses or nonprofits? Maybe you can address, both.
Yeah. And first one that comes to my mind is always cash flow.
Yeah.
Right, Jeff?
Yeah.
If you had any pops into your mind first.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I would think, HR, hiring, firing, retention of employees. That's a big one. We're not HR by any means, but
sure.
From a retention standpoint, helping them with their employee benefits can be a big deal. So their retirement plans.
Okay.
Which one to establish, how to establish it. But I think cash flow kind of, that's the king of the castle right there. Making sure the business owner has access to capital too. We have some great banking relationships locally. Okay. So it can be tough sometimes to say, hey, should I tap into a line of credit? Should I do this? Should I put a loan out? How do I actually get capital to run the company? Or if I want to open up another building or something along those lines. So we're good with connections as far as that goes. But I think cash flow is a big one. I would think, how to manage cash flow too. Once you get further into business too, so like how much cash should you keep in the business, right?
Right.
Versus how much should you distribute to yourself after talking to the accountant, obviously. And I think those are big struggles because sometimes people can hold on to cash for too long,
right,
and it can get stale. So you need to deploy it in the business to grow the company, or you got to get it out and do something with it. I think.
Anything to add?
Ditto. That's great.
Do you guys work with nonprofit organizations?
We do. We have some clients. It's interesting preparing for this. We reached out to our team to see what everybody does because we know well what they do in the office, but then when they have their own, and I was really humbled to hear how involved our team is with different charitable organizations and nonprofits. Yeah. So, I mean, we have so many people on our team, they're working in the food kitchens, they're volunteering their time there. Mm-hmm. Wes sat on the board of Messiah Lifeways for 17 years. I'm on a board for the Education Foundation. We got coaches, we have Sunday school volunteers. It's cool to see how involved every level of our organization is with the charitable.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's impressive. We do manage some endowment funds, church funds. And I work with a few people that work at nonprofits, obviously, charitable organizations. But yeah,
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Obviously, we're in the middle of tax season. Are there any general tax planning concepts that organizations should keep in mind right now?
So organizations, businesses.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to think ahead too, for one thing. So planning with your accountant, you know, sometimes we'll talk to an owner and they say, man, I haven't talked to the accountant all year.
Right.
And they're starting to do tax planning, you know, way too late.
Yeah.
So you got to do planning ahead of time for sure. So right now, as you work through your return with your accountant, thinking forward about what are some things I need to do this year. So if they had a really great year last year, what are maybe some deduction strategies that we could think about? And then I like retirement plans too. You know, one thing like sole props still have a chance to do for last year if they didn't, is you can either make IRA contributions, you know, to lower your taxable income from last year. You can establish a SEP IRA, SEP IRA, which is a great way to put away a lot of money for the future and get a tax deduction. But they can do that up until they file their corporate tax return.
Okay. Yeah.
So they have some time for that. But a lot of the stuff needs to be done within the calendar year in coordination with your advisor and accountant to try to get ahead of the game a little bit.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Now's not the best time to be calling your accountant per se to say, hey, what can we do to drive this down? They're you know, I was talking to some over the weekend. They're already, 6-7 days a week cranking at it, 12 to 15 hours a day. Yeah. 6-7. Sorry.
Yeah.
That's from my,
We're done with that, guys.
We have kids.
What?
Funny thing is, I actually heard that that's coming to an end because of old guys like us doing this.
Yeah, so the more
taking any fun out of it for the kids. So we're just doing our public service.
So what's the next thing we should squash for the kids?
Oh man, if anybody can squash a good time, it's this guy. We'll figure it out.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I mean, what are some tax season pitfalls you see organizations or business owners run into at like a high level? I mean, lack of preparation.
Yeah, lack of preparation is a big one.
Yeah.
I think looking at their retirement plan, the 401k plan, or if they have a simple IRA. So a lot of times the owner will forget to actually enroll themselves. I've seen that a lot. We saw it a lot this year where we're hurrying up in November and December to max out contributions. And, if the owner is lowering their salaries so that they're lowering their W-2 income from a tax standpoint, then it's kind of a pain in the butt to max out their contributions before the end of the year. They've got to pay themselves a bonus or something like that to get it done. Another one would be if your spouse is actually working in the business.
Okay.
Sometimes they forget to actually pay their spouse on payroll and they can make contributions. The spouse is kind of pro bono, which it makes more sense potentially to put them on payroll and have them actually do that. Trying to think what else. There are some pitfalls.
I think the biggest is just lack of preparation. You get to this point and, people are saying, oh, what can I do? What can I do? There's only so much you can do in these, call it 4.5 months from January 1 to April 15th.
Yeah.
Right. But
that's 3.5.
Yeah. Jeff mentioned, January, February, March, April, 4.5. Come on, man.
Isn't April 15th the halfway?
January, February, March, April.
All right.
Half of April.
I think that's 3.5.
I think it's 3.5.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Andy has people deferring to do math.
Look, I'm super nervous. I've never been on a podcast before. Okay.
Well, you got someone tuning in here. We got Austin.
We got Austin Hartman.
What's up, Austin?
Hi, Austin.
Thanks for watching. Just giving you a shout out.
Love that guy. Fish window cleaning. Great company.
Beautiful.
I'm sorry, I interrupted with some math. Go ahead.
I get
just cut. Chris,
great.
cut this. Cut this.
There's one other planning thing though that I would think about is charitable contributions.
Oh yeah.
So you can do a donor advised fund, which is a really good option where you're allowed to put more money into the donor. If you don't know who you want to give the money to right away, you can put it in the donor advised fund, and then you can make charitable contributions out of that. And you can deduct quite a lot of money. I know it's not just about the deduction strategy; it should be about giving, right? But you can deduct, I think it's up to 60% of your AGI for cash contributions, and then I think it's like 30% for giving stock and things of that nature.
Yeah.
So you can give quite a lot away, and if you're itemizing your deductions, it does certainly help you. But you have to do that within the calendar year, so you got to plan ahead.
Gotcha.
Another great strategy for our retired clients is doing qualified charitable distribution straight from their IRAs to the charity of their choice. Counts towards their RMDs, required minimum distributions. So it's a great way to be able to give generously in a most tax efficient manner possible. So big on that for our retired clients, definitely.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Not to, oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say, Austin agrees with you. Math is hard. So he's with you. You got
I'm
some
nervous,
support there.
Austin. What can I say? All right.
Yeah. I love it.
Austin, come in and buy something and tell him about the $25 donation to
There you go.
charity.
Thank you.
So you're welcome.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, business owners get busy, right? I mean, we all get busy
A little bit.
but taking the time to actually get out of the business and plan for yourself is extremely hard. So forcing your accountant to actually meet with you one-on-one, or forcing the advisor to be there to help you through the planning process. Because if you don't have somebody, it's like somebody, making meals for you or something like that, try to eat healthy. Like, they're going to make the meal. All you have to do is eat it. Right. I mean, for us, we help make the meal, and then we get the tasks in place, and we help you make sure you do this stuff throughout the year. So, but it's hard. I mean, it's not easy to take time out to plan.
I like that analogy of making a meal.
Yeah. I'd like somebody to make me one right now. Yeah.
I can't do that. You don't want me making a meal. My wife can attest to that. So most of our time we've spent talking about businesses and organizations, but you work with individuals as well.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Is the process any different there, or?
No, not really. We sit, we'll sit and meet with them. We'll ask a lot of the same questions, figure out what's important to them. A lot of times we're just dealing more with kids and future planning for children and what that looks like. What are some of the pitfalls with that? What are some of the opportunities and, the challenges therein? But by and large, we're that first meeting, people always ask, like, what do I need to bring to a first meeting? And I frankly, I prefer they just show up. I just want to have a conversation, get to know them, give them a chance to get to know us, make sure we're even a good fit to work together. We might not, we're not a great fit for everybody. Everybody's not a great fit for us. So
makes sense.
Kind of figuring that out early on, I think, makes for better relationships going forward.
Yep.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah. Everything plays together too. It's like, your investment account plays into your retirement plan and your education plan for the kids. So you do have to take time, even though it's not as complex as a business, because you've got the business plan for the owner. Then you also have his family's financial plan. And with a person, you just have their financial plan, but it's still very complex. I think in that first meeting, as Andy's asking questions or we're asking questions, I think a lot of times those people are like, wow, my life is way more complex than I expected. I thought it was just about putting in $7,000 in my Roth IRA. Right. It's this complex. So
very cool. Very cool. So you guys are downtown now. What's that dynamic like?
Oh, it's awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, you mentioned the Prime 401.
Yeah. What a great spot. Yeah.
So when we launched our firm, we knew we were going to have to find real estate, and we were looking at different opportunities. And there was a lot of spots to lease, but they weren't great locations. Number one. Number two, they weren't built out to what we needed for our team, for our clients. So it would have involved, a significant outlay of capital. For a build out
to make it what you need. Yeah.
And, shout out to our realtor, Gordy Kaufman with True Commercial. He called us up. We didn't originally want to be in the city, but he said, hey, you guys got to check out this property. It's just, he's been doing it better part of 30 years. He said it was one of the nicest commercial properties he's ever seen. We went down, fell in love. The second we walked in, we're like, oh man, this is home. And then when we found out because one of our big concerns, especially for we don't want our clients to have to park on the street.
Sure.
Right.
Yeah.
So there is no off street parking per se. Although Prince Street on the drive up, you can park on the left for free, believe it or not. But then the Queen Street parking garage is directly behind our building.
Right there. Yeah.
So we can validate parking through that. And it's not our lot, but we have access to it. So
and it's safe and it's easy to access and
it's
in and out.
So it was perfect. I mean, we love the building. Our clients love it. Our team seems to really, really like it. So
it's beautiful. I mean, I love being downtown now, especially I wish the weather would get nice so we can actually walk to the restaurants.
Right. Cause you guys moved in the fall?
We moved the tail end of July.
Okay. So you were there a little bit over the summer.
Yeah. We got the keys August 1st.
Okay.
Yeah. We actually purchased the building. I think it ended up being September by the time we settled, but it's been an amazing building. So for
reference, that's where Brickyard used to be. Like, if you remember the Brickyard restaurant, I mean, I know it's been years and years, but that, a lot of people still know where the Brickyard was. So very cool.
Yeah. Now it's Realty One is in the first floor.
Oh yeah.
And then we're in the second and third.
Okay.
And then there's apartments on the top, condos up top.
Very cool.
Yeah. Yeah,
Shout out to Bersera Capital. They're
that's
in there as
right.
well.
Yeah.
I don't want to overlook Bersera. So.
Yeah, they're a cryptocurrency hedge fund. Very, very cool guys
Okay.
and gals. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yep.
Awesome. So what's it like to have a business downtown and to interact with the downtown community? Like, I mean, we often talk on the show, like how great Lancaster County is, Lancaster City is.
It is.
Yeah.
So many great people doing great things.
Downtown Lancaster is so cool. I mean, just so much to do down there. We're really excited for the warm weather to come around.
Yeah.
You know, our proximity to the restaurants with the parking garage.
Yep.
We're already talking about different client events that we can be doing.
Oh, cool.
Open up the space. We had an amazing open house in November where clients came through. We offered them a pie for Thanksgiving and gave them a tour of the office, kind of an open house event. And I think we ended up having, 170 some pies were ordered.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Bach and box, which did not stink.
Yeah.
Shoe fly.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Shoe fly, pecan, and apple.
Yeah. We did it up.
I had one of each. But the entire thing, personally, they were amazing. So, the reception we got from clients on that, I mean, it's just such a beautiful spot. The location's great. You know, it was move-in ready.
Yeah.
Furniture, we didn't have to pick up a paintbrush. It was perfect.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have Decades is right next door too.
Oh, okay.
You know, I mean, it's super close.
Yep.
So, getting a chance to go in there. I wish they'd open every day for lunch. I mean, it's Fridays for lunch, so every Friday at noon we get excited to go over there and see the place. Yeah, it's nice to have.
We dodged a huge bullet though. Last Monday we came in after the this extreme cold snap, and we had no water.
Oh no!
And it turns out our basement, the water main coming in, the heat broke in that room, in the trash room, and it was so cold when the pipe finally burst, it almost flash froze. I could show you pictures. I mean, just if it were not that cold, the entire thing would have been a swimming pool. But fortunately, it froze like that, and we were able to get it fixed and back online within a few days. But that was a little scary.
That would have been a disaster.
Yeah, we would have been testing the limits of our insurance for sure.
Yeah.
Thankfully, it wasn't too terrible.
Oh
New
my!
Owners and get smacked in the face with that. Yeah. Yeah.
So as we kind of look to wrap up our time here talking about Vantus Wealth, is there anything we should cover that we haven't covered? Anything you want to talk about?
Jeff, anything?
I'm not sure. I think, if you're in your Lancaster community, you're a business owner or a family or anybody that's looking for some help. I mean, we are taking on new clients now. So at first it was, hey, let's get our current clients over, get everybody situated. But we are, having new conversations with people and love to chat with you if you need some help or have any stress in your life financially. We're open to have conversations.
Yeah. So, great.
Yeah.
Chris has had on the screen some ways to contact you guys. It looks like email address, office@vantuswealth.com, website, Vantus, VANTUS, wealth.com, phone number, 717-569-6369. And there's the address, 415 North Prince Street, Suite 200, Lancaster, 17603. Also, look at it. Austin's chiming in.
Oh,
man, he's watching the whole thing. Look at it.
Love that guy.
Highly recommend Andy and his team for your financial needs.
Thank you, Austin. Appreciate you.
Absolutely.
Appreciate you tuning in.
Yeah.
Thanks, Austin. All right, guys. Well, this was awesome learning about Vantus Wealth. Not done with you guys. If you have a few more moments here, we'll get to know you guys a little bit better.
Sounds good.
We got our connection cocktail, which is just there we go. No drinks. Sorry, just water, like we talked. So if you're going on a long drive, Andy, you can go first. Long drive. Are you listening to music or a podcast?
Depends. It's a great question. I was thinking about that.
And what are you listening to?
So I love Joe Rogan.
Okay.
I enjoy. I mean,
his
you
Lancaster Connects, and then Joe Rogan.
I mean, Joe Rogan, who after this experience,
pretty much,
right?
Pretty much, yep.
But I enjoy listening to him. I have another one I listen to daily called President's Daily Brief. I enjoy that. It's just a former CIA guy that literally used to brief the president on all the major stuff. So it's been pretty cool, and I've shared that with my daughter, who's getting into that kind of stuff. It seems
very cool,
pretty interesting there. But then sometimes I just want to veg out. So Zach Bryan radio, can't go wrong there. Classic rock, country. I'm pretty vanilla.
Sounds good. Jeff, same question.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a little bit of a I don't know, wacko. I mean, all I do is listen to financial podcasts.
All right.
I'm kind of a dork with it, surprisingly. I listen to Animal Spirits, pretty much every episode. It's 2 investment advisors. They have a really good podcast. So I listen to that. I listen to Morningstar. They have a podcast that's out. Again, super boring. If I'm trying to be a little bit more fun, I do listen to Rogan sometimes, but his podcasts are so long. I have to zip through them,
2 times speed, Jeff.
Yeah.
Oh, there
exactly.
you go.
Yeah, now they're only an hour and a half, right? But yeah, those are good ones. And then I like country music, so I listen to country music. I like the newer age though. It's like more a poppy country,
All right.
There's no Waylon Jennings on Jeff's playlist.
No.
All right.
Yeah.
Not going deep cuts.
No, I'm not. I'm not.
Well,
I'm not tough enough.
Very good. All right. Next question, Jeff. You can go first. Actually, this might be interesting. The question is if your friends had to describe you using one word outside of work.
Oh, geez.
But maybe you should describe each other. That's a twist. That's a twist. So, how would
Andy?
you describe Andy
How would I describe Andy? Oh man,
outside of work?
I don't know, man. Like one word.
Or it could be multiple words.
I mean, he's an approachable, handsome man. I'm not sure.
Oh, look at that.
It's gonna make me blush.
He's good with ping pong too. So I mean, he's
really?
Yeah. He's good with the paddle.
He's never beat me.
I have actually.
Wow, there was a sniff after that one.
Yeah, I did beat him once.
No, that's a great question.
He doesn't remember it though.
No, not at all.
No.
I refute every answer. Jeff is unbelievable. He's a very humble guy. He won't brag on himself for this, but I will.
All right.
And I equal part love this and hate this about this man. Right. So I've known you now going back since what, 2012?
Yeah, 12.
So let me see if I can get this right. Jeff was was a junior National Olympic volleyball player?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
Jeff was a collegiate baseball player with major league prospects until Tommy John surgery.
Oh man, wow. Right. Very cool.
I'm not done. When Tommy John,
that's all the time we have for
you. No, you're gonna need more time. When that surgery ended his career, he picked up golf and said, "Hey, golf is fun. I think I'm gonna
just picked it up."
Was it within 9 months you qualified for your PGA card?
Pretty much. Yeah.
What?
I hate him.
Pretty close.
This is why I hate him. Okay. Then so he was a very skilled teaching golf pro for I don't know how long.
All right.
8 years.
8 years.
Yeah.
He got out of that, came into financial services, launched an amazing practice, right? Does an amazing job with his clients. And then just on a whim, got into pistol shooting, just plinking, right? Next thing you know, because Jeff cannot just do something like the normal,
right,
obsessive compulsive. He just goes all in. And in the 1 year anniversary of his first local competition, I believe you competed and were like ranked in the top 10 in the national. What was it?
Yeah, it's a national championship. So USPSA was the sport
of pistol shooting.
Yeah, pistol shooting. That's like sport, pistol shooting, speed shooting. It's a very cool sport. Yeah. It used to be televised back in the day, but now it's not. But yeah, I came 7th in the country. Yeah.
So everything he touches turns to gold.
That's unbelievable.
So I love him for it.
Yeah.
And I hate him at the same time. It's like it's a weird dichotomy.
Oh, thanks, Andy. I needed that. Appreciate it.
I got you, Jeff.
So the golf thing, self-taught or?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I worked at country clubs when I was young.
Okay, so you've been around the game for.
I was around the game, but I was an awful player. I didn't pay attention much. I just liked being at the course.
Yeah.
And then, my unfortunately, my elbow and my baseball career kind of ended, and I didn't want to enter the real world yet. So I said, "Hey, let's become a golf pro." And I picked it up. I read magazines, Golf Digest. I hit golf balls in the snow in Mansfield, Pennsylvania. I mean, I was a little wild. Yeah.
Do you have a golf tip for us today?
Take 2 weeks off and quit.
Why did you look at me when you said that? He must have played with me before.
No. You got to practice your short game and lower your expectations.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Yeah. I mean,
and just have fun, right?
Totally. That's actual advice. You watch the pros play, they hit bad shots. You hit bad shots. It's okay.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
And just because it's interesting, I'm a huge baseball guy. Like, where did you go to college?
Yeah, I went to Alfred State University for 1 year in hopes to get drafted.
Yep.
So it was a Division I junior college in New York. I did not get drafted, and then I played at Mansfield University.
Okay.
So PSAC, when I went there, I think we were ranked number 1 or 2 in the country, and when I left, we were barely even ranked.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so it was great baseball school. It was a lot of fun to play there. Yeah.
And did you play at all after the surgery, or?
I played a little bit after the surgery, but started having really bad problems again.
Really?
I think I came back too fast.
Yeah.
I was supposed to come back middle relief, and then they had me starting again pretty quickly. So I think just aggravated it too much.
Yeah.
And it's my last year, so I didn't fight too hard after that one.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
The pistol thing that's amazing.
He's impressive. He's an impressive guy. He's an impressive guy.
All right. So last question. Local business you love supporting that people should know about.
Gardner's Mattress and More.
Oh,
Wow, baby.
If you come in and you mention from Lancaster
go.
Connects the spin the wheel prize, they will donate $25 to Off the Street OTS,
Off the Streets. Yep.
which is a great organization that helps provide furnished accommodations for our homeless community.
Good job, Andy.
You could
Active
almost host
listening.
this show.
Active listening.
You could start your own podcast. Look at you.
I can't. No. Got this, Ben.
So, well, thank you. I appreciate it. But what's another downtown business that you've gotten to know since
Oh, my
you
gosh.
opened down there?
Downtown.
Yeah.
I mean, the restaurant scene is unbelievable. I mean, we mentioned 401 Prime. Everybody kind of knows them. Jeff's neighbor, Daniel, is one of the partners and chefs. He's amazing.
Yep.
We've been to Lombardo's more times than I can count. They've been phenomenal.
Yep. Great place.
Shout out to Mark Black and Aston Black. They did
Oh,
an
yeah,
amazing job renovating that spot.
Yep.
Chella's on Queen
was
was incredible.
Mm.
Rachel, the young lady that works
Mhm,
there, she's
mhm.
a sweetheart.
Mhm.
Gets to know your name and your order. It's kind of like Norm and Cheers.
Yep.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Trying to think some of our other decades you mentioned has been
Yeah.
incredible.
Onion Cafe.
Oh,
Good
Onion
spot.
Cafe.
What's Onion Cafe?
It's a little breakfast place, but they have it's got a twist to it.
It's like an
which is-
American Korean diner.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
a-
American
they
Korean.
have
Oh, wow.
a menu of all your standard American fare, omelets, eggs, cheeseburgers,
Mhm,
right?
mhm.
Everything. And then they have a Korean menu.
Yeah, they'll
it's
throw in
amazing.
kimchi omelet. I mean, they got
Oh,
some,
wow.
yeah, they got some good stuff.
On Prince Street?
Queen Street.
Queen Street.
Oh, Queen Street.
Queen
Okay.
Street, yeah, very close to the office,
Yeah.
across the street from Chella's.
Yeah.
And they do breakfast and lunch?
Yeah, I don't know about dinner, but
I don't know about
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Cabalar, can't forget Cabalar.
oh my
Mm.
gosh, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. We'll walk that 12-minute walk or whatever it is.
And that's lemon?
yeah, I
Yeah,
think so.
something like that.
Yeah.
Amanina's.
Oh yeah.
Can I start writing up?
Oh, there's so
I know.
many. There's so many good spots there,
Yeah.
and we haven't even gotten down to down to the markets yet.
Yeah.
So we're waiting for the warmer weather for that.
Yeah, well,
my wife and I love Double C too. I mean, Double C is amazing.
where's that?
It's you're going down Prince Street. It's on
Yep.
the right hand side.
Okay.
And it's after 401 Prime, about a block after.
Yeah.
And then after our town.
Okay.
It is. So,
I'm not real familiar.
yeah, it's Mexican cheeseburgers, great drinks. It's a good spot.
Like as you're heading towards King Street.
Yeah, towards the sea.
Yeah.
Yep.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Well,
it's
that's
great.
like a list of like 15
I know.
places
I know.
you gotta go
Yeah, we didn't
to.
even
Not
scratch
to
the
mention
surface.
fish window cleaning. A shout out
Oh, there we
Pax
go.
Austin Hartman.
There
My
we
God.
go. They clean the windows here at Gardner's at least. I don't know, Austin, if they're here weekly or every other week, but our windows are always clean. So thank you, Fish Window Cleaning, guys. This was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Thanks
very
for
much.
playing
Great.
along.
Thank you.
with
Thank
our
you for
Connection
putting me at
cocktail.
ease. I can't remember the last time I was this nervous,
You did wonderfully.
except for the whole math 3.5.
Yeah.
We'll clip that out and
cut
play a
that out.
blooper reel. Yeah.
There you go.
It was great learning about Vantus Wealth and all that you guys do there. Thanks for providing our listeners with some, oversight of what you do, or at least an overview of what you guys do and what they really should be thinking about in terms of their own financial strength and wealth and whatnot there. So
Honored to have
appreciate that.
be on. Thank you.
We're going to wrap up the show here. Got a couple of things to do. Again, Lancaster Connects is produced by Gardner's Mattress and More. Whoops, wrong side, this side. Mirror image. I always get confused. Yeah, stuff. So Gardner's Mattress and More is 830 Plaza Boulevard, Lancaster, 17603. We're right behind Park City Mall, and we help people wake up happy every morning. We have a book called Sleep Better. You can get it for free by stopping by here at Gardner's, or you can get it online. You can request it online, gardnersmattressandmore.com/sleep-better. It's a long URL. Free tips and advice to help you sleep better. Obviously, a new mattress could help. But there's plenty of things that you can do with your sleep routine to improve your health. And the tip I'll share, we've shared this a few times before, but your sleep routine matters in terms of when you go to sleep and when you wake up in the morning. If you're able to do it on a consistent basis, it's much better than doing it at random. For example, last night was the Super Bowl, and it got over. I mean, wasn't an overly exciting game, right? But my son wanted to stay up and watch. I'm like ready to go to bed when fourth quarter starts, and I don't know. It ended like 10:30 or something like that. The last 5 minutes of game time took like, I don't know, half an hour. And I'm just sitting there going, I just want to turn this thing off and go to bed, because I knew that it would be out of my sleep routine. Like by the time I got, up to bed, and to bed, it was like 11 o'clock. And then I just laid there for a little bit, and I got up at 4:40 in the morning. So I didn't get a lot of sleep, but I can feel right now like my sleep routine has me feeling tired. Right. So if you can kind of stick to that sleep routine, if you go to bed at 10 o'clock and get up at 6 a.m., whatever it is, if you can do that on a consistent basis. I know it's tough with kids and work schedules and Super Bowl and all that, but if you can do it on a consistent basis, that is the key. So tons of sleep tips like that and more in the book Sleep Better, and you can pick up a free copy here at Gardner's Mattress and More. Last thing to help pay the bills, testimonial time. We get handwritten testimony. That's handwriting, right?
Oh, that's definitely handwriting. Yep.
So I opened this up this morning. We give these feedback forms to customers on delivery. Our customer Ann sent this back in, opened it up this morning, and she just said that her experience with Gardner's was great. We've bought from Gardner's before and will buy again. Thank you, Ann.
Nice.
There's no point in shopping around. Well, I couldn't say it better myself. By the way, the delivery guys were terrific. So thank you, Ann. Appreciate the feedback there. We try to give that level of service to everybody that we serve here, just like you guys do with your clients. I'm sure you guys get tons of reviews and testimonials and feedback from your customers all the time. So, but that's our show. Thank you to Andy Sedora and Jeff Emrich from Vantus Wealth. Appreciate you guys stopping by and sharing your downtown knowledge with us, and sharing what you guys do at Vantus Wealth, and giving our listeners and watchers something to think about in terms of their own financial health. So very much appreciate that. And again, every Monday at 2:00, this is Lancaster Connects, having great conversations with amazing people doing awesome things in the Lancaster community.
Well, thank you, Ben.
Thank you.
You guys having us on here.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah, it's awesome.
Great time.
All right. Take care, Lancaster. Have a great day.
Comments have exploded through the roof. So there you go.